Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Aptawira, and now here I'm on Siola Museum in the Surabaya, and this is the entrance in the museum that tells Surabaya in pre-colonial. This site explain about a river, that have the same mean like Nile Lake in Egypt, and the second site we have a story about Surabaya since the 10th century. And now this site tells us about a lot of history like a battle of Raden Wijaya, and in year 1335 it's tell about the ingress of Islamic influence in Surabaya, and the 16th century it's tell about the migration of of Medang Kingdom in Surabaya. Okay. Now we are in the second side. The third side of this museum. The third side of this museum explain about the transformation of Surabaya into a porty city. And in this wall, it explain how it's become a porty city. That's explain that Tanjung Perak Port in 1920 is becoming a port because some land in Indonesia that who come to Surabaya, they come to Tanjung Perak Port, and this is the example of how port in Surabaya looks like. Yeah, it's kinda beautiful, but it's back then, not now. Yeah, maybe it's enough in the third wall. Now we are gonna move to the fourth wall. Okay, now we are in the fourth side of the Siola Museum. I think this site was special because this site was telling us and explain us about an automotive in Surabaya, or you can call that the public transport. And in here it explained in Dutch period the people in Surabaya still use Dakar and Cikar, which is it use horse and it using horse to going everywhere. And in 1942 there is a grew up in public transport that people use taxi, demo, autobus, and beca. And now this year was a big jump from the last public transport, because the last public transport was using animal, and in this period people start using a machine in their vehicle. And we are now going to Japanese periodic, when people still using beca, and there is a little different, or you can, or even is no different between the Dutch period. And now we are getting in the independence period, which is it's mean Indonesia was no more connection to Dutch and Japan. In this period, actually, Indonesia still have the same vehicle and still no different, because Indonesia still using beca, bajai, and taxi. And was the end of the fourth site.
How much is the entrance fee to the museum? Who are the people who usually go here? What are the benefit of this museum?
Untuk museum ini sendiri masih belum bertarif, jadi untuk semua kalangan masih gratis. Dan untuk pengunjungnya biasanya ramai berkunjung adalah kalangan siswa, karena juga rombongan dari sekolah. Tapi untuk hari weekend itu kebiasaan pengunjung dengan keluarganya. Dan untuk manfaat museum ini sendiri adalah dengan mengunjungi museum ini kita bisa mengetahui sejarah Surabaya mulai dari zaman prakolonial sampai dengan nanti Surabaya rencananya di masa depan.
What is your impression of this museum?
Oke, menurut saya Museum Surabaya ini baru pertama kali saya kesini dan cukup modern dibanding museum-museum Surabaya yang lainnya yang kayak beberapa pahlawan dan sebagainya kan masih bisa dibilang sedikit tradisional. Sedangkan kalau di sini tuh lebih baru dengan modern dan juga lebih kekinian lah. Jadi kita sebagai anak muda lebih bisa masuk ke sini, apalagi juga berbagai sisinya Instagramable, jadi pasti juga bisa menjadi spot foto yang pastinya nanti akan kita bagikan di sosial media.